Now am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Couple of things. First thing about project. Okay. So the first thing of activities. Project. Now, list of activities and duration must be decided. Duration must be decided for each of the activities. Now, whatever activities you are selecting project, so at least minimum 10 activities. Okay. So there must be at least 10 activities in a project. Apart from that, also require proper description for each of the for example, project topic. Then activity description would be purchase of raw material. Not surprise. Okay, so it should be as much detail as possible. Now, in the activity description, if you are just mentioning that you are purchasing the raw material, then this should not be sufficient. Okay, the complete description of the activity has to be there. That is purchase of raw materials from APMC distribution or from the farmer itself, or importing the product, whatever it. But proper description has to be there. Just leaving that it would not suffice. Why? Because purchasing raw material same across all the. Okay, so it is better to be more precise and description of that. These are few things which are required from each of you. Now, this submission has to be done. Seven. I want this submission to be done at least by 19th. And the 11 days, 11 to 12 days are 4:30 p.m. submitted to CR. Okay, so the format of submission would be like how you did the previous. Correct, like you can submit it in the form of Word document. Sufficient. Each of them can submit a Word document to the class here. Okay. Just mention the group number and also the topic required for submitting, because I would not be knowing what topic you have selected. Okay. So that is very much important. Document should be included. Document must include the information like First, okay. Third, project top, project topic, project description. Little bit about project description. Let's say 4 lines. Finally, activities and its duration. Okay. Minimum 10 activities. Any doubts? This should be in the Word document submitted in the form of MS Word document, and this should be submitted to the class. Okay, any doubts? Any doubts? Am I audible?
By when to submit, sir?
Yes, this has to be submitted by 19th of this month. Because I am asking this because activities are very much clear, then possibly the calculation part will be the calculation as well as for doing that. 19th July, 4:30 p.m. Document has to be submitted to the class CR. Yes, any doubts? Anyone have any doubts?
The calculation part is not required on 19th, right?
No, no, not yet. Only the list of activities. I want to see if activities the group has considered, whether it is correct or not. Why? Because in the past has so happened that final submission will be done, and along with the final submission, list of activities will be done. And at that point of time, I cannot do any list of activities. Though I find the activities to be wrong, I cannot make any corrections. That is the reason. If I get the list of activities well in prior, so 19th of July means it's sufficient time. I have to correct the activities, corrections if I require. And after getting the confirmation, if there is any change, I will let you know. Otherwise, you can start calculation. Parallelly, you can start calculating calculations what for each. Correct. But if I have any, if I want any corrections to be done by any of them, I can always go back to that particular group and talk to them. That is the reason I am asking each and every group to submit the project activity. Correct? That is okay. Any other doubts? Yes, am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Okay, so this is the first thing. Then I think there are no doubts. All right, so go for the next assignment. That is the handwritten assignment. This is the second assignment. Handwritten assignment. So this is about minimum 6 questions that has to be solved. From 6 questions. Have to be solved from each model. Okay. So just remember or recall of them about this particular project and written assignment. Correct. Minimum 6 questions have to be solved from each model. Now, sufficient date. Again, this is the same thing what you have done in your previous semester, but in the previous semester you had solved previous year's question paper. But this year you have to solve. You have to select the problems of your own from textbook or from internet. There are two different sources. You can select the source either from the textbook which is given to you. Have to solve any 6 questions. But again, the question as well as answer is required. Right? This is the same way how you have done it in your previous semester. Okay, now the submission date for this would be submission date for this would be 16th of August. The 16th of August will be the last date for submission. Now, whatever portion is completed, okay, whatever portion gets completed until then, that has to be covered until 15th of August or 14th of August. Those modules have to be solved. Modules have to be for the assignment. Okay, is it clear? Any doubts in this? First assignment, and next handwritten assignment. You're supposed to do the same format like you did in the previous semester. You're supposed to mail it to me. Soft copy of it. The assignment has to be mailed. Okay, any doubts in this? Any doubts in this? No doubts. Okay, so we'll start with the main topic. So what was the last topic we have discussed yesterday?
So you had solved example 3.
Example 3 is complete. What will we solve one more problem on linear program problem? Then we will conclude that topic. And then we'll move ahead to determine x1 and x2 values. Okay, so who are interested in taking finance, benefited of this problem. Correct. Usually finance or ERP is basically First, all these. A retired person. A retired person. Um, 1st, form 7%. Correct. So there are many of the financial their clients are nothing but clients. Once a person starts earning, challenges.
Oh, we can't hear you properly, sir.
Is it the same problem again? Is it the same with everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I don't have any other solution because this is a hotspot which I am. Yes, am I audible now? Now am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what happened is that I was speaking with low volume. Was that the problem? Was my voice not that loud?
Yes, sir.
Now it is correct. Okay. Now, whatever I spoke about the assignments, was that properly heard by everyone? Whatever I spoke about the assignment, that is project as well as handwritten assignment, was that heard by everyone properly?
So we got to know, but the voice was breaking in between.
Okay. Anyways, I will put the message in WhatsApp group, possibly Still, if there is any doubts, you can ask. Okay. Yes. So after some consideration, because I have used the college internet after finding it difficult connecting, even after connecting to the college Wi-Fi, I could not offer this audibility. Was that is the reason I have connected it to my hotspot. I guess. Let's see. I'm just proceeding ahead because this class is anyways recorded, so I will just upload this particular class. So I will go ahead with the class. Okay, so shall I go ahead? Is it done?
Yes, sir.
So at least 12,000. And uh,
So you're not audible.
okay, so okay. So in case if I'm not audible, what you can do is you can just follow my explanation by the the explanation what I'm writing on. Correct. So that is the only option. Otherwise, again, I have to reshift the class. Better since it is a problem related subject, so just follow the explanation what I'm writing on the whiteboard. Okay, amount invested in bond. Formulate LP. Is it right? So for this problem, we're supposed to formulate LP. Solution X1 is the total amount to be invested in bond A, and X2 is the total amount invested in bond. Okay, is it right? So X1 and X2. So important is that we have to decide what is X1 and X2. Okay. All right. So if I'm audible, can you just tell me how to formulate the equation for this first statement? 30,000 So can anyone tell what is the equation that is to be formulated for the amount 30,000? Total investment is 30,000. So how do we formulate the first equation?
X1 plus X2 lesser than or equal to 30,000.
Like this. So X1 plus X2 should be lesser than or equal to 30,000. Why? Because the total investment itself is the total as given as 30,000 rupees. Is that right? And why this lesser than or equal to 30,000? Now it is a wish of the investor. If that if the investor wants to invest complete 30,000, that person will invest. Otherwise, it can be lesser than 30,000 also. It may not be completely, but it cannot be the whatever investment is being done. It cannot be more than 50,000. Okay, this is correct. Now, always remember the constraints, whatever you're formulating, have a sign of either lesser than or greater. Okay, so this will be either less or, okay, but it will not be equal to not be. Okay, so these two are the two options, smaller than or greater than, not equal to. All right. So once this is done, okay, what is the next statement they have given? The broker recommends investing in two bonds. Bond A yields. It is given that that bond 7%. So how do we formulate equation? Therefore, we can write the equation as what can be the equation? 7% on bond, whatever amount you have invested bond A, you're getting 7,000, 7%. So what is the total amount invested on bond A?
So we can convert it to 0.07, right?
Correct, correct.
Remove the percentage.
Yes, right. So what should be this? How we can write this 7% yield? Total amount invested is 0.07 of what?
X1.
X1. Because X1 is the total amount invested in bond. Is it right? Now, similarly, what should be the next one? Bond B yields 10%.
0.10%.
0.10%.
0.10
Zero
X2.
point one x2.
0.10. Correct. That's right. Okay, so just make note of this. So Z is equal to, so total profit, Z is equal to, what will be Z is equal to then? Uh,
0.07 x1 plus 0.1 x2.
is the total profit. That's right. 0.07 x1 plus 0.10 x2. That is right. That will be the total profit. Okay, so I'm going to the next screen. Total amount in 10%. Therefore, okay, so this is one of the equation. This equation third, this cannot be the equation. Equations. But still, if you want a number, you can number. It's your convenience. Basic essence, this is not a constraint. Equation. I prefer not number. Okay, so whoever has completed, what should be the next one? He decides to invest at most rupees 12,000 in bond. So how do we write the equation for this?
x2 is lesser than or equal to 12.
X2 should be less than or equal to 12,000. Why less than or equal to? Because at most means what maximum amount that should be invested in bond B is 12,000. So that's how it was interpreted. At most, then on. Similarly, what is the next one? Similarly,
X1 is greater than or equal to 6.
X1 should be greater than or equal to 6,000. Because the total investment on loan be at least 6,000. Are you getting here? There are so many constraints. So these are different situations wherein the investor may be saving their children's commitments, different type of commitments, children's marriage, birthday, vacation, type of education, right? So because of which, in different type of the investment, this investor wants to invest a different amount of money based on their own priority. So now, when there are a lot of constraints, linear program problem helps us to decide uh, a linear program problem to decide to determine what is the required type of. All right. One last equation is winning.
So x2 is the third equation and x1 is the fourth one, right? Because z is equal to 0.07 x1 plus 0.10 x2. It is the second equation, right?
You can number it anyways. I have not numbered Z equation because it is a profit equation. So profit equation for me, the numbering is required. We have to list the profit equation anyways. There is only one profit equation, so monitoring it will not be much difficult. So it again it depends on the individual's preferences. If you want to number profit equation, you can number. But my preference is different. Correct. I have only numbered the constraints so that sequencing will be easy, and finally I can summarize it easily. So for that purpose, I have kept it. I have not numbered the profit equation. But for you, if you want, you can number the profit equation. Okay. It is for the individual's preference. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So the last equation, amount invested. Amount invested in at least at least amount invested in bond. How do we interpret this? Amount invested in bond A must be at least equal to bond B. How do we form the equation for this?
So at least equal to bond B.
Correct. So how do we write the equation for this?
X1 greater than or equal to
One should be greater than or equal bring this X2 onto the left hand side. Correct. Everyone agrees to these equations.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So now it's time to summarize everything and write a single equation, a single LPP as okay, object. What was the first constraint?
X2 greater than or equal to 12,000.
First equation, equation number one. Equation number one,
3,000.
3,000 or 30,000.
30,000.
30,000.
30,000. And next equation,
So X2 greater than or
X2
equal
lesser
to
than or
12,000.
equal to 12,000. Lesser
to
than or equal to. X2
much?
lesser than or equal to 12,000. 12,000.
12,000.
X1 greater than or equal to 6,000.
One minus X2 greater than or equal to 0. Correct? These are the only four constraints.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Why? Because the money invested must be negative value. It can be zero, but it has to be more than zero or equal to zero. So these are different equations. Okay. what we'll do is still. Okay, not a problem. We'll stop here. Continue in the next. Okay, so what we have done in today's class is we have converted the management problem. So that was the prime motive for today's class. Now, in tomorrow's class, what we are going to do is we're going to find out the value. One, what is the total amount invested in each of the bonds that we can determine. LPP has a technique to determine this particular amount. Okay. Now, there are different systems that are being used, ERP or SCM, supply chain management, enterprise resource planning, so on. Now, what they do is they are nothing but they use all these. Okay. So it takes different type of the constraints. It takes different type of the constraints. Finally, it gives the output. All right. So constraint will be taken by the system, and finally the output in the form of total return. So if you invest 10,000, what will be the total outcome? And if you invest 15,000 in what will be the total outcome? Will it actually satisfy your constraint or not? So when all these inputs are given to the system, what will happen is decision making will become very much easy for the decision maker, and the suggestions and the consultations become very much easy. This is how basically systems work. All right, so with this note, we'll discuss. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.